Hello, Trauma Rock Stars. I'm so excited for this episode. I want to introduce you to this amazing person. This is Dallas, and he has such a story. I think it's going to inspire so many of you. He basically has completely started over at 60 years old. So it's never too late. I want to stress that. And he has been through quite a bit, which you're going to hear when he starts talking about his journey and everything. But I think he's going to be so inspiring. So, Dallas, welcome. I'm so happy to have you on. And
Thanks for having me.
yeah, I mean, your story and your resilience is the whole reason I wanted you on here because I see people all the time. I'm too old to start over. I'm too old to get my shit together. I'm too old for this. I'm too old for that. And you're never too old. Like, the saying, we're the youngest we're ever going to be right now. So, that's the whole reason I wanted you on here. And I think you're going to bring so much inspiration to people. Um, where do you want to start?
Let's start with an agreement between you and I.
Yes.
And the agreement is the destination. The agreement is the finish line.
Yeah.
Because you can't start if you don't know where you're going.
True.
So what do we all think we're going to? I believe that every last one of us, all 8 billion of us, are on the exact same journey. We want to be happy. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Story's over.
Yeah.
Ask any parent, what do you really want for your child?
Right.
And every parent, once it boils it down through doctor or, astronaut or whatever, they will get down to, I just want them to be healthy and happy.
Yeah.
What are we all doing here? Everything we do is based on some positive outcome for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We think we're going to derive some benefit. For what reason? To feel better, to feel good, to feel happy, to feel secure, to feel safe, to feel unharmed, to feel not suffering. So I think I've never talked to another human being who has not agreed that we just want that, this peace of mind, loving heart, happiness.
Yeah.
Happiness doesn't mean giddy laughter every second. It means that we're living in a calm, peaceful existence.
Peace. Yes, I was just going to say peace.
So the question automatically becomes, are you happy right now, every minute of your life? Why not? What's in our way? Why aren't we there at the destination? What is going on here? What has gone wrong? Because something's gone wrong. I believe it is our natural essence is that peace, love, beauty, happiness. I think that's what all human beings are made of.
Right.
So what's in the way? What is this tragic disaster that has befell all of us, basically? And that's where the trauma rock stars show up.
No, I'm glad you said that, because to be a trauma rock star, you could be at any stage in your journey. There's a starting point for all of us. So what was that big moment for you that you were like, I'm not happy?
Well, let me first say, I think the original trauma is childbirth.
I know you said that, and I have a note here to ask you about that. Because
that we all received a traumatic event coming into the world.
True. Yeah.
We were a part of a greater whole, mother. Well, mother is our universe, existence. And we are suddenly thrust out alone, completely alone, into a world, an alien world. If that isn't traumatizing, and every single baby alive comes out of the womb with the same look, that's
right.
Trauma. That's trauma.
Yeah, they're like, where the hell am I? And what's all this noise? And I want to go back because I was warm and comfortable in my mom's belly.
And if you want to see that proof, you'll see it a minute and 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
Because what happens to the baby? It is weighed, measured, poked and prodded a couple of times, make sure everything's okay. Then it's wrapped in a warm blanket, put a little toque on his head, and put on mom's chest. And what happens? That baby goes up, the heartbeat. There's my center. Yeah. I'm back. And the baby calms down. And we all look at the baby, and all we see is beauty, love, and happiness. No trauma. We don't see the trauma.
Right.
I believe that trauma is a basement foundational building block that's put in us. And it is fear and insecurity. And every step we take for the rest of our lives comes from that fear and insecurity.
Interesting. And
so some childhoods are pretty fancy-free and imaginative and lovely. And every human being experiences part of that childhood.
Yeah.
And some things happen that are very upsetting, even traumatic. And they go straight to the trauma. That's why trauma shows up so easily, I think, in people.
Right.
Some people are traumatized by a bad toothbrush. Some people are traumatized by an attempted murder.
Right.
Some people are traumatized by bad weather. Some people are traumatized by losing their home, their wife, whatever. So all trauma to me is exactly the same, but it's on a spectrum. And we live on this spectrum. All of us are somewhere on it. And that's our neurodivergency, autism. Every single thing psychologically in us is a spectrum. And all of us are on all of the spectrums. And we'll get to that. I think one of the problems is this needling and poking at your special little disorder or dysfunction or diagnosis that pulls you out of this box and says you're not the same. I think we are all together on this spectrum. And we all have different flavors and different speeds and different volumes and you name it. So I come out of my childhood knowing what? Knowing that I'm not good enough. I don't measure up. I'm a failure. I'm a bad seed. I'm not going to fit in. How does this happen? Well, I'm bullied and abused psychologically and physically as a kid. And so we carry what everyone calls emotional baggage.
Yeah.
I put all those harms together. I give them meaning. And the meaning I give them gives me pain. Or even worse, the meaning I give them was given to me. Others tell us this is what this means.
Yeah.
Someone says this is what this means. This is what that means. And I'm a little kid going, oh, well, if it means that, it means that.
Yeah.
So I carry this pain. I put them all in a bag, throw over my shoulder and start walking. I look around me and everybody else is walking somewhere. We're all going somewhere. We seem to be growing and expanding and reaching and achieving and learning and doing stuff.
Right.
So there I am trying to fit into that. And for me and many people, that pain is quite heavy. Yeah. Not only mentally, but physically weighs us down, tires us out, dragging this bag. And so I believe we all come to our first addiction, blame. And I blame
to ask you about that.
I blame school and teachers. I blame the church. I blame Boy Scout leaders and summer camp counselors for abusing me, for kicking my ass, for beating me up, and leaving me in all this anger and pain. And so that blame is addiction because, like any addiction, it defends me from having to look at my own responsibility.
Yeah.
It puts everything out there in someone else's lap so that it's not my fault. I didn't ask for this. I didn't choose this. This is not about me in that sense. They did this to me. This is the wound that happened. And so when blame isn't good enough, because the pain is too great, I went to alcohol. When alcohol wasn't enough, I went to alcohol plus some other drugs. Then I found someone who would enable and support me. A partner who is also badly wounded, angry, traumatized, and living in addiction. And so, of course, you find your tribe who support you. And hurt people attract hurt people.
Yeah.
We go together.
Yeah.
We get each other. We're connected.
Right.
As if there were something good going on there. As if it was some sort of support. Well, of course, that doesn't work.
Right.
A 25-year marriage, and we've got cars in the driveway and vacations, and we've got a business together, and we've got 2 beautiful children. And from the outside, wow, these people are normal, happy, good, upstanding citizens. Well, under the roof of that house is a storm, a hell, a war.
Yeah.
It was terrible, terrible stuff that I would not want to speak of.
Right.
No benefit to speak of it. Just terrible. Let your imagination run wild.
Yeah.
Well, that pain builds enough, and maybe you get lucky. I'm one of the ones who got lucky. I don't consider it anything but luck. I wake up one morning with cancer. And it's the best day of my life when I look back. Because it begins to open a door to look at me. Instead of blaming the world and blaming the government and blaming the climate and blaming the economy and blaming everything, my boss, my kids, my wife, anyone but me. And over the preceding 12 months, I go through surgery and treatment. My wife and I separate. I lose my family by any means you could see a family together, my house, my business. I end up alone, broken, and suicidal. All in 12 months exactly, within inside of a pandemic.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on. Again, I look at that now and say, wow, was I lucky? One of those things could have been a trauma. All of those things are such a storm, they're not traumatic. There's so much that all you do is grab the edges of the lifeboat and go, okay, we just got to get through the storm.
Right.
Not this storm is killing me. That's trauma. I didn't take it in as a wound because there was no time. I think trauma has to be eaten slowly. It has to be consumed and brought in deeply for it to do its damage. If it happens bang and you have to get up and go, that's what happened when you're a kid and you fell down and you skinned your knee and blood's coming out and you're crying and screaming and dad goes, wipes it off and goes, oh yeah, it's not so bad, let's go. And you just got on with it.
Yeah.
It had no real effect. I've seen just recently at a playground, a mother watch a child fall and the mother had a panic attack. Imagine the message that the child is getting. The child's message is, this is a huge deal.
Yeah.
That has a greater psychological impact as opposed to, yeah, you fell, big deal. Get up, let's go.
Take it off. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think as a culture, we have fallen into this trap of insurance and caution and care and being oh so careful. Put on your vest. Be seen. Be careful. As if there was some horror everywhere that could hurt us. So what happens? Why have I told this story and it seems like, you know, your life is crap and you've fallen to the bottom? Can you get lower than wanting to kill yourself? Well, in that moment, I get luck. I just have filled with luck and so appreciate what's happened to me. Because in that moment, the darkest moment of my life, and I don't know if you've ever experienced depression. Okay. If you've experienced real depression, you can't articulate it to someone else.
No.
Because there are not words in the English language to describe the empty, dark nothingness. The nothingness is the closest word I know of for depression. It's an empty nothing.
Yeah.
It's like there is no feeling, and that is the scariest feeling in the world, to not feel. Well, at the moment of suicidal ideation, it was the exact same feeling. And my rational brain connected the two and said, oh, hang on a second. This isn't suicide. Remember when you had that bout of depression 2 years ago? That's what this is. And that brought me out of a suicide ideation and went, oh, right, yeah. I did experience this exact same feeling. And it passed. Oh, it's okay then. So there you go, another little step that was just luck. But I've worked with other people now in suicide, and they can connect to this and see that often it's a confusion.
Yeah.
It's
well, because you
not,
don't know, you can't think straight.
Right.
Like you said, you can't even explain how you're feeling, let alone
Exactly.
think rationally. And it's debilitating.
Yes. And so often a suicidal thought is an easy actual exit, not a hard one. It doesn't feel sick. It feels very clear-minded and straightforward. I don't need this crap. I've had enough of it. So let me out. That's quite rational. And it's hard to say this because people have a fit like, well, hang on a second. You know, we have a disease need almost. I need to know it's a disorder because I can fix that. Well, what if it's not a disorder? It's just a confused understanding. That's completely different.
Yeah.
So what happens next? Next, a podcast is playing in the background, and I'm making dinner, chopping some vegetables. Let me backtrack for a second and say, we are a story. You are a story. Our whole life since that birth is chapters and lines and paragraphs of experience that we put together and becomes our story. It becomes who we identify as. So I meet Tracy at a cocktail party and I go, nice to meet you, Tracy. Tell me something about yourself. You begin telling me a bit of your story. If I ask about where you grew up, it's a part of your story. Your family, it's a part of your story. We are people of yesterday. Everything about us happened yesterday. That's how we know we're here.
Right.
If there was no yesterday, who are we? That's our story. That is our identity. And we identify as the story we are. This is where I came from. This is the religion of my family. This is the politics of my family. This is the behaviors. This is everything we have. We have taken from yesterday. We have learned. So there I am with my story burned to the ground. It's in complete ashes.
Yeah.
And my problem right there is, what would I recover? What would I rebuild? It's gone. The thing I thought was me isn't. And at that moment, cutting those vegetables, making dinner in the background, a person on a podcast says this one line, show me yesterday. Changed my entire life.
Yeah.
How? Show me yesterday, Tracy. Get up right now, go to your filing cabinet, pull yesterday out and show it to me.
Right.
Can you do it?
Nope.
Nope. So I sat there and went, hang on a second. Everything about me happened to me when I was younger. My pain, my anger, my addictions came from it. It all came from yesterday. Where is this yesterday? What is it? It's not a tangible thing I can hold in my hands. It's not a knife I can hold that's cut me and I'm bleeding. I can't grasp it. There's nothing there but a thought, a belief, a memory. And so I went, well, what is memory? Well, it turns out 95% of your life right now, you can't remember it. I can pick out 1,000 days in your life gone past And you won't be able to tell me on that particular day what you wore, what you ate for breakfast, what you did that day, what happened in the afternoon, who you talked to. Did you hug your kids? Did you kiss your husband? Did you get in a fight? Were you angry? Were you happy? Were you sad? You couldn't tell me anything. Why? It happened. If it's real, how come you can't tell me 95% of your memories? Because we do something with them. I was traumatized 50 years ago. And what did I do? I looked at it. I played it over and over in my mind. I blamed and was angry at them. I fought against this pain and struggle and suffered because I practiced my trauma. I kept it alive. I'm the one who picked it up, gave it meaning, took the feeling that meaning gave me, not the persons who hurt me, me. I then took it, put it in a bag, threw it over my shoulder, and I walked for 50 years with it, weighing me down and hurting me.
Yeah.
When I said, where's yesterday? How did the trauma get here? They didn't carry it. They didn't walk behind me saying, we're the people who hurt you, and here we are. We're keeping your trauma close. They're gone.
Yeah, living their life.
They don't give a damn about me or any trauma. I'm the one who did it. I protected it. I brought it with me. I'm responsible for my trauma, not for the event that happened, but for the result I kept. No one forced me to keep this. I did. I spent a life keeping it.
Right.
But I was supported in keeping it, not in putting it down. The people around me, oh, poor this person. Oh, poor person who's been hurt. This person needs help, needs fixing. They're broken. This supports me in believing, yeah, see, wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
They broke me. This, I think, has been our fundamental error. We've just spent 100 years with the best psychology, psychiatry, sociology, trying to understand the mind, neurologists. And what have we come to? 100 years of it. We have more people on psychoactive drugs than ever before in history, more people in talk therapy. We have more psychologists practicing, more group therapy going on than ever before. We've got more young people saying they're mentally unwell, openly, publicly expressing this. What have we done? We have made broken normal. We have made wrong right. We now have people online saying it's okay to be not okay. What a bizarre statement. Why would it be okay? It's not okay. Why? Not because you're broken, because you're not broken. You're fine. You're confused. You have been pushed into a story that isn't true. And we believe these stories. We live by them. We look at movies from Hollywood. They're all the same story. They're about being nobody and then struggling, overcoming, being resilient, practicing discipline, grind, working hard, and then doing what in the end? Succeeding. And what happens? Happily ever after. This is a story, and we're all in the story living that way, as if we're going to fix and fight. So I speak against your use of the word resilience. I wasn't resilient. I wasn't resilient at all. I looked at the story and realized I've lived a lie. I don't want to recover my story or fix it. I'm going to walk away from it. I'm putting the bags down because I don't need them. I have no use of them. I didn't cure my alcoholism. I stopped because I didn't need the medication anymore, because I didn't see the pain. I walked away. No one can heal. You can't heal something that happened to me 50 years ago. It happened. I can't go back in time. So I could be stuck in a cycle of trying to heal the inner child, talk to someone, take a medication, deal with all these things. Or I could just say, it's not me. That was a belief I had. And I no longer believe it, and I walked away. And people go, it's not that simple. You don't know my case. It's not that simple. Are you trying to say it's all in my mind? Is it in your foot?
Right.
Is it in your hand?
Right.
Where is this suffering? Of course it's in your mind.
Right.
And it's in a belief.
Right.
What is a belief? Tracy, you believe things 10 years ago you don't believe today. Right?
Yes.
You will believe things in 10 years that you don't believe today, probably.
Yeah, we evolve.
So what's the truth behind any belief?
Right.
Other than you believing it right now.
Right. No.
This is hugely fundamental to our understanding, I think, that we need to look at.
This
we need this courage to be able to look.
This is so clear to me, what you're saying. And I know we didn't get really deep into this because people are going to be skeptical. They're going to be listening to this. Is it really that, and everybody's like, no matter where they are, is it really that black and white?
Well, here's an example that's real world and is a devastating example.
Yeah.
I went to the same pub every day after work for 12 years and drank with a buddy of mine every day, 7 days a week for 12 years.
Yep.
I lost touch with him. He went to the streets, fentanyl, homelessness. He had been diagnosed with 100 disorders. He'd been on tons of medication. He'd been in hospital and out. There he is, gone to the street, and I just assumed dead and gone. I went through my year of collapse, my street in my way,
Yeah.
A year ago or so, I walk into a coffee shop and who's sitting in a corner reading a book, enjoying his coffee and looking as normal it can be, but my, I thought dead, drinking buddy.
Wow.
Which is like, what the, what is going on here?
Right.
So I sit down with him and we're catching up and talking about our story. And what happens? He said, well, I don't remember much about the streets. It's all a blur. But I remember this guy coming by and he was always talking about God and love and acceptance. And it started to connect with me. I started listening. I started getting to know him. Then I went to meetings. I went to his church. They found me a place to live. I began reading every day and learning, and pretty soon my disorders went away, my addictions evaporated, and my life has turned around. And he would say, Jesus saved me. And we've heard this story before. Do we think that story is fake?
No.
Okay. Is it a story?
Yes.
Is it a belief system?
Yes.
Are beliefs real and true?
Yeah.
No, you just admitted with me, we believe things today we didn't believe 10 years ago.
Oh, I see.
So what is the reality of belief? So what did we see happen? We saw myself and him. We both had horrible stories. We believed those stories were true, and those stories almost killed us. He found a new story called God and religion. He's now got a great life. His new story, his new belief changed him. So when you say to me, there'll be people who go, oh, it's not that simple. Well, we just admitted that believing that story is a truth in that story. It is that simple. What you believe about you, including your trauma, including your suffering, And the suffering of the world and people around you who you think have hurt you is still your belief.
Mm-hmm.
And it always will be. Your great power is that.
Mm-hmm.
He chose a better belief. You can choose God, a church. You can choose the sun to worship.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose a Mayan God. It doesn't matter. What matters is your real belief in it, because that produces meaning. There is
Yeah.
no meaning in this world. The meaning is in you. If you think you need me to love you, you have given the meaning to me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I take it away, you are heartbroken.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think you needed my love.
Mm-hmm.
That was your creation. And we go around blaming people for doing things to us. No one can do anything to you. You have to make the meaning so that when it's taken, it hurts you. You're the one who does it. Everything that happens to us, we have to own the meaning.
Yeah.
And the only way to have that ownership is to take responsibility for it. When I had emotional baggage I couldn't put down, it's because I didn't own it. I blamed others for it.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I took ownership, I own this. Oh, well, I don't want it. I can put it down. You
Because
have the power.
you're not owning what happened to you. You're owning what you're believing
Yes,
in your mind. So that's what
exactly.
you need to let go. You need to change the script.
Because what happened to you was 50 years ago. It's not happening right now.
Right.
Therefore, you're the only one that can own it.
Yeah.
It's no
Wow.
one else's responsibility. You're the one who owns it. So
Yeah.
if you take responsibility and say, okay, I didn't make this mess, but I'm the one carrying it.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm responsible for carrying it, I can put it down. I can change my story. I can believe a different story.
Yeah.
I don't have to accept this anymore. It is that simple. But the courage to look at it and say, I'm responsible. That's where everybody has a fit. Because they say, you're blaming the victim. No, I'm making the victim responsible for being the victim. You were victimized, but you're the one who made yourself the victim.
Yeah.
You're the one who accepted it. And I guarantee you, whoever traumatized me, they were dealing with their trauma.
Yeah, of course.
I happened to be in the way, a target for them to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Had nothing to do with me personally.
Right.
So why should I accept it personally?
Mm-hmm.
Because my culture has told me I'm hurt, I'm broken, I need fixing. It's a lie. No one is broken. Guess what? Every one of us is that beautiful little baby's face. That when we look into it, we see love, beauty, and happiness. That's what we are. Everything else is a story that we have believed, a drama we've caught up ourselves in, that we think the external world has all this power over us. And it's so unsafe and scary.
Right.
All the making of a story. There's no reality to it. My mother died 5 months ago. 2 hours before she died, I looked into her face, and what do I see? I see the baby's face. I see love and beauty, and I felt happiness in my heart, not loss, because this is a beautiful life. And it's not my life. I don't own another person.
Right.
There's nothing being taken from me. I was given everything from this person.
Yeah.
I don't even understand grief anymore, because grief is an idea that I have lost something. How can I lose something? I don't own something external to me. So what am I grieving? I'm grieving an ego that thinks it's mine. Your love. You have to love me or I'm hurt. That's ego.
Right.
That's ego.
Wow, that is I've had like 20 aha moments just talking to you through this. This is really intense, but it makes so much sense. Where I just want to back up for a second. Where were you when you got diagnosed? Where were you at that point, with your thought process and everything?
I was an alcoholic and a drug addict.
Okay, so you were in the trenches when you got your diagnosis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's why I say I had about a depression before cancer.
Yeah.
And I now know that depression is not an illness.
Mm-hmm.
Depression is actually the body's defensive system, because the nervous system is overloaded from the trauma, the stress, the suffering, the worry, the anxiety, the regret, the shame, the guilt. It builds up to a crescendo until the nervous system says, suppress all feeling to stop you from injuring yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually what depression is. It's a wake-up call.
Mm-hmm.
It's saying you need to deal with your bags of crap.
Wow, yeah.
And so that was my wake-up call. I didn't listen. Most people don't. It went away. What was that? Forget it. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like we tripped over some big sign and then didn't read the sign.
Right.
And the next sign was cancer. Okay, if that didn't wake you up, maybe this one will wake you up, you dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
And it did. Or it began the process of waking up.
Yeah.
And the whole,
that's, I mean, when you get that diagnosis, it's got to be like, I mean, I hate to say a wake-up call, but it sounds like for you, it was the start of it.
Was the start of it.
Yeah.
I spent the first 4 or 5 months after coming out of treatment on a lot of websites and talk panels and things with people about cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that 80-90% of people that go through cancer don't wake up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the depression I tripped over. They trip over cancer, and as soon as they're out of it, if they survive it, they go right back to the same old life.
Yeah.
So it doesn't guarantee anything,
Right.
You can get hit by a truck, and it doesn't mean you're going to not step off the curb again and not look.
Right.
And we do it. I watch people go, I ate crap food. I drank alcohol every day. I did drugs. I worried and fretted and concerned and was anxious and angry. All these things together, I think, gave me cancer.
Mm-hmm.
When I came out, none of those things were going to be a part of my life.
Yeah.
But I see people who have that life go through cancer and go right back to it.
That's right. That's right.
Nothing changes.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Do you just think people like, I hate wanting to say like being the victim or just don't get that wake up call doesn't register? Like, why do you think?
Well, I think a huge part of it we've been talking about is the culture that says you're broken and we can fix, you can be healed. So you're not responsible for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Most cancer up until recently was just considered genetic or an accident, right? You're not responsible. I would stand up and go, your lifestyle was probably responsible. Your psychology, your physiology, you didn't exercise, you ate crap, you sat around worrying all that, stressing all the time, you drank alcohol, you smoke every day, whatever. That's more likely it. So you are responsible. That's scary as hell for people to try and take that responsibility. This always comes round to the same place in this circle. Who's responsible? Can I blame the environment? I got cancer because I smoked. It wasn't me, it was cigarettes. So I'm going to sue the cigarette company.
Yeah.
Or drinking, I'll sue the distiller. This is silly.
Yeah.
I'm going to sue Oscar Mayer because I ate hot dogs every day and got cancer.
Yeah.
This is the reason I think that most people just trip over it and go back. Because they're never asked to look at themselves. You're not going to find anything you don't search for.
And people are scared, I think, to look at themselves.
Of course, because the change involved might be massive.
And it's scary as hell.
The people around me.
Yeah.
I don't have anyone around me that I used to have in my old life.
Right.
They're all gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not part of my life now.
Yeah.
Lots of people, those are all anchors to hold on to. Those are security blankets. The people I know, the memories I had, the past is everything. You sit down with friends and 90% of conversations are about yesterday.
Yeah.
What did you do? Where did you go? Who did you see?
Yeah.
What happened? Everything's about the past.
Mm-hmm.
But life doesn't happen in the past. Life only happens right here. Tracy and Dallas are right here, right now, having a conversation. We are experiencing life.
Right.
If Tracy shuts off this video in 10 minutes and she turns and goes, hey, that was a good interview. Now, oh, was I going to go shopping? You know, yesterday so-and-so said, boom, Tracy is in the past. You've just gone to your story. Your story doesn't exist when you're here with me. Mm-hmm. It only exists if you think about yesterday or you imagine tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And that's where most people live. They regret something from the past. Oh, I shouldn't have said that to Sally yesterday. She's getting angry with me. Oh, I've got to deal with Bob tomorrow. Oh man, he makes me so pissed off. I don't know how I'm going to do that. And we're constantly in these two worlds. And they're not life. They're an imagined story that we live in. Mm-hmm. Life is only right here. We're not imagining you and I. We are here, you and I. So we don't make stuff up because we're just being us. But as soon as we're about friends and family, we make stuff up all the time. We put on a mask for going out with friends to behave a certain way. We put on a mask to go to work, to be our way we are at work. We put on a mask to deal with our children or our husband or our wife, to behave certain ways. We are constantly acting and behaving in ways that make things work in our story. Yeah. And so we are rarely free right here, right now. We live in routine and behavior that we barely have to think about because we know how to do it and go through our day. Mm-hmm. Tracy drives home from work on Thursday evening. She's dead tired. She walks into the house and slaps her keys down on the counter. And the sound of the keys hitting the counter wakes Tracy up and she goes, I don't remember driving home. How is that possible? That is the realm of a subconscious story mind that does things so routinely we don't even notice. I go to the fridge and I grab a can of soda and a slice of cold pizza because I don't feel like making something. That's a routine behavior that's unhealthy, but I'm not being conscious. I'm not in attention, so I don't realize I'm doing it. Right. And that's sitting on the couch and all of a sudden I'm just going to see a video for a second and it's 2 hours later. Oh, what did I do? Yeah. This is where all of our suffering happens. Not when we're here, not when you and I are here. There's no suffering. You're not worrying about something in 5 minutes or something from 20 minutes ago. You're just here. Right. So one of the things I do, I call myself a 16-hour coach. Because you only live for 16 hours. Yeah. Show me where you've lived other than 16 hours. And I'll eat my shoes in front of you. Right. Nobody has. No one ever will. You've never lived yesterday. You've never lived tomorrow. You probably slept for near 8 hours last night. So that means you're awake for 16 hours. Yeah. There's your life. And how simple is life? You only have to do whatever you do in a 16-hour window. That's it. Could you eat better in one day, 16 hours? Yeah, I could probably do that for one day. Could you stay away from a drug, a medication, and alcohol? Probably for one day. Yeah. Yeah. Could you show somebody you love them in one day? Yeah. Could you not get angry and not get mad and not be sad for one day? Yeah, I could probably do that. You just took control of your life right there.
Yeah.
If you can do it for one day, when you wake up tomorrow morning, what a gift. You get a new day. You get to do it again.
Wow.
So just do it for one day. Don't worry about 10 years from now or 10 years ago. All you are is right here, right now. Be beauty, be love, be happiness.
Yeah.
Tracy is the most important person on planet Earth. And I can prove it in a second. If you weren't here, there wouldn't be a planet Earth. It's only in your mind. Your life is here. So if you were not here, you wouldn't have a life. So how could you not be the most important person alive on the planet? So how would you not want to control that 16 hours and say, I want a beautiful, happy, healthy life? And all I have to do it for is 16 hours.
Yeah.
Everyone has this ability. Everyone has this power. We are all superhuman for 16 hours.
Yeah.
So do it.
And when you break it down to that, I've never, ever heard it explained like this. And it makes so much sense. But when you break it down to just 16-hour increments, anything's possible.
There aren't increments. There's
Just
only one.
Increment.
There's only one. This is the mind reality.
The now.
The mind reality is increments. I've had 10,000 16 hours in the past.
Yeah.
And I'm planning for 5,000 ones in the future. I have a goal I want to reach. And we're always in the future and the past. And we wonder why all the trouble we get into is here.
Right.
Because we're not paying attention. We're not really being here. So don't worry about it. Tomorrow takes care of itself. Yesterday is long gone. You can do nothing about it. So just be here.
Yeah. That it's brilliant.
It's the simplest thing in the world.
But it is, but nobody's ever explained it like that. I see your book behind you.
4 of them there.
Yeah. Can you explain them so everybody is, understands, like the first one you wrote? And
the first one is Cancer Combat.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember with my back turned to everything. That, of course, coming out of cancer. I was into fight. I'm fighting cancer. I'm going to win. I'm going to beat it. Which is the wrong psychology, I now believe. But at the time, that's where I was.
Okay.
Because I was in the discipline, grind, fight mode of operation.
Okay.
Trying to rebuild my life. The second book was called The Step System. I had to break my life down to little steps because you can't bite off the whole thing again. It was too big, too messy. So it was just trying to take little baby steps every day, One of them was just go for a 30-minute walk every day. That was it. For like 3 months, that was my only goal, my only step. And then I added more steps, eat a little better, visit some people, get out more, whatever. That led to more physical fitness. And because I was transforming myself physically, people at a gym would say, oh, what are you doing? Can you show me what you're doing? And pretty soon I was coaching people at a gym.
Yeah.
So I wrote this book. It's called Live Long, Fit 5 Life. And it's about physical fitness, food fitness, social fitness, mental fitness, and sleep fitness.
Yeah.
And if you had those 5 things in gear, you're doing okay. Now, those 3 books are the past. Very much so. I don't even believe a lot about them anymore.
Okay.
Because I've changed my whole philosophy and feeling about life.
Yeah.
The latest book, probably a year and a half ago now, was after I began to wake up, as it were. And it's called The Gift is the Present. And the gift is this 16 hours, the day.
Yeah.
That's the gift we get. Every time we wake up, we get this brand new gift.
Right.
You've never lived it before. You'll never live it again. It's a gift. Only one time only. 16 hours, you get it once. You'll never get it again. So, wow, what a gift. It's the present. What are you going to do with it? And now I'm writing a new book, and that's The Story Mind, and that's more of what we've been talking about today.
Yeah, tell me really quick about what you had just mentioned about when your first book, Cancer, how you were like, I'm going to beat this, but you don't believe that anymore.
Right.
What do you believe now?
Well, let me lay it out this way. I was a huge believer in self-help, personal development, self-improvement. It's a 150-year-old industry. It's worth billions and billions of dollars. Something like 11,000 books just last year on personal development, self-help.
Oh, yeah.
There are gurus all over the planet. There are more life coaches today than ever before in history.
Yeah.
There are more gym coaches. You name it. It's an externalizing of achievement. As children, we are taught, oh, look at my boy. He's going to walk. Yes, he's walking. Way to go. He's going to school. Way to go. He passed his test. He's on to the next grade. Our whole life is put in front of us like, keep reaching out there. Keep working hard. You're going to get there. Where am I going to get to? The reality is this is an egoic structure of a story. The ego always wants more. There is no satisfaction. There is no completion. 100 years of personal development and self-improvement. If you broke it into goal setting alone, you will see studies from 75 years ago amongst people who set goals. Maybe they created vision boards, a step-by-step process and strategy for themselves. 95% of people don't reach their goal. The massive failure rate. Today, after 150 years of gurus and self-help education, the outcome is identical. 95% of people don't reach their goal. So what is going on here in this idea of this drive, this discipline, this push forward towards something? It's a motivation for what? We're not succeeding at that. We're succeeding at living in the story and coping with it and grabbing towards something to keep us going, like a life raft just out of reach. Fighting cancer was the same thing. It was the idea that I had this enemy. I'm going to beat this enemy, this external idea. So what changed is, we just talked about it for an hour. It's internal, not external. I gave me cancer. That's my belief. My lifestyle, my psychology of trauma and worry and stress and guilt and shame and fear and all the rest. I built up this mess inside of my body and mind that exploded. Finally, first depression, then cancer. So that philosophy changes everything, because I would still be a warrior fighting the hard battle, the tough life. I would still be the believer in, guess what? Life is hard. It's not fair. It's a tough grind. You've got to be strong. Now I say, BS. Life is easy. Life is beautiful. Life is love and happiness. You're just not accepting the truth. You're living in a lie, a belief, a story that you are so convinced is real that it can make you sick. I almost killed myself because of the story, not because of love, beauty, and happiness. That didn't kill me. That's never threatened anyone on the planet.
Right.
You know people dying of love, beauty, and happiness? I know a lot of people dying of self-image, comparison, judgment, worry, fear, all things that are about our beliefs and our story. But no one's dying of the essence of who you are, a beautiful, loving, happy human being. So why wouldn't we want to be there? The place we were born, the place we will die. At either end of life, the truth shows up. In between, we get lost in this drama. A Netflix miniseries starring me.
Yeah.
Me on stage reading a script that my ego is directing.
Yeah.
And hit your marks. Give me that side view. Give me your good side. Work hard. You can get there. Hey, don't be a dummy. What are you doing?
Right.
What is all that crap? That's all this belief in a story. Everyone's fine. Everyone is beautiful. We're just confused. We don't see it. But when I sit beside you and you put your hand in mine and we feel a physical, mental, and spiritual connection. And we can be completely quiet and just feel close. And what do we feel? We feel love. Doesn't mean we're lovers.
Right.
I'm just talking about the humanness.
The connection.
The life force of just, we're lovers.
Yeah.
You walk into a forest and few people can lean up against a 200-year-old tree and stand there silently and not feel something. There is a connection to this thing that just is this spirit of life. And it is just love and beauty and happiness.
Yeah.
And we think it's in the leather seats of my Lambo. We think it's in the hot ass of the woman I'm with.
Right.
We think it's in the big house and the Dom Perignon. We're so lost and confused by this ego of wanting, and everything is out there. And we don't realize it's right here. It's always been here. Just waiting for you to wake up and go, holy crap, there's nothing wrong.
Dallas, this has been so profound. Honestly, like I can't even believe how profound this has been. Like the switch of your thought process and how you look at things. Like I told you, I can't even believe how many aha moments I've had listening to you about this, because it makes so much sense. Is it that simple? Is we're just looking up? Is it that simple?
That's why it's hard.
Because it's not, yeah.
You and I and everyone alive has been raised to believe the world is what? Complicated.
Yeah.
Everything is complicated. You need science, you need math, we need languages. There is so much going on. The world is so complicated. So why would we think simple things could be real? It camouflages reality.
Wow.
And we think, oh, it can't be that simple, so I disregard it. That little bout of depression, no matter how horrific it felt, was a simple wake-up call. But my brain didn't go, oh, that's a simple call. Oh no, that was a simple stumbling and I'm fine now, so forget it.
Yeah.
It's too simple to have said that was a wake-up call. You think cancer is a wake-up call? It's not that simple.
Yeah.
What if it is?
With your coaching, can you coach all over anywhere in the world?
Well, of course, I'm talking to you and you're not here in my world.
Good one. Yeah.
You know, but make this clear. I don't teach anything.
Right.
I can't teach anything. You can't teach anyone anything. But people can accept a new idea.
Right.
People can examine a new possibility. People could say to themselves, what if my memories aren't so true? What if my beliefs change? What if I don't know what the truth really is? You know, there's a huge stumbling block. Some people say we're living in an age of a meaning crisis.
Yeah.
That people don't know, they need a meaning. We already know what the meaning is. You and I agreed at the start of this podcast. The meaning of our life is to be happy. That's it. Why does it have to be some Hollywood epic movie that the meaning comes from? It's not God shaking your life to its branches. It's saying, you are God. The world is God.
Right.
Just be happy. That's all you have to do.
Right.
The achievement is allowing yourself to be who you truly are. You don't have to achieve anything. Just uncover your truth.
Right. And I'm this doesn't happen very often, but I am a bit speechless. This how profound this has been.
Good. I mean, be thankful.
I'm so grateful. Like I'm
no.
Thankful. I'm
both. Thankful.
Oh, be thankful.
Yes.
Another one. Be thankful. I love it.
I push back against grateful. I'm not grateful of anything.
Yeah.
I don't think gratitude is helpful.
Okay.
I think gratitude is another external because you're grateful for something. No, I appreciate what I have, what I am, what I've experienced, but I'm not grateful because it's not a thing outside. It is me. We need to appreciate us. The gratitude is for something.
Yeah.
I'm not. There isn't a something for to be grateful of. It is in here. Because gratitude is the opposite of blame. I've simply taken the thing I was angry at and said I'm happy about it.
Right.
What did that really change? So what does it really change? Nothing, really.
Right.
It's just a fluffier, nice word, and we've made it fashionable.
And makes you feel better in some way.
Exactly. It's like a coping skill. It's a coping skill.
Yeah.
If I'm grateful, I'm okay.
Yeah. Right. Well, thank you. This has been amazing. And I'm going to put all your, how everybody can get in touch with you and reach out, and your books, and you've got your new book that you're writing. I think this is going to resonate with people like me. I don't get speechless often, and I'm just completely floored. This has just been so incredible and eye-opening, really, really eye-opening. Because I try to stay out of victimology, but there's I can be doing better.
It's eye-opening because you, Tracy, are open.
Yeah, I'm very open. Yeah.
See, most people are already decided. They already believe, so they're closed. That's why you can't teach. You have to be in a position to accept. For you and I to discuss this and have a feeling of, wow, I need to think about that. That's only because you accepting the possibility. And that's what someone has to be at. For them to be coached or helped or taught or anything, they have to first accept the possibility.
Yeah, well, you're leaving me and everybody else is going to be hearing this a lot to think about. And I think it's going to change the script, like you said. And I think that it's going to be really profound for people to hear this. I cannot wait for it to air. This has just been so good. You're amazing.
You're very kind.
This has just been incredible. Thank you so much. So nice to meet you again, but have an amazing rest of your day, because it's only today.
Just today. Make it a great one.
I will. You too. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
You too. The content on this podcast revolves around personal life experiences and is meant to serve as a learning tool. I am not a certified therapist or medical expert. This podcast doesn't offer medical, psychological, or professional advice. If you're curious about your mental or physical well-being, feel free to reach out to a licensed healthcare professional for assistance.